All right, good evening, everyone. Yes, we are under first alert mode here for this evening and really for the first half of the night because of the severe potential that we have with some of these thunderstorms coming through. And now, National Weather Service has not really seen fit to change this by a whole lot here throughout the day, but we have trimmed it back out here towards off of the coast, a little bit across here, the Olympic Peninsula, with that marginal risk, a low-level event between 1 out of 5. And we still have this slight risk of severe weather over more areas of Puget Sound from Everett southward as we head on into the evening, and it will be a lot of those areas that are under the severe thunderstorm watch that we have in effect now until 9 p.m. So yes, under first alert mode here through tonight, generally up until 9 p.m. That's when we'll expect the worst of the storms to come through. We'll still have thunderstorm activity up until about midnight tonight, with that line moving up closer to the Canadian border, which will include all of us here in western Washington. But some of the strongest storms where we have some of the biggest impacts as far as stronger wind gusts, as maybe some of those bigger areas of hail, that will be across parts of South Sound and more so into the foothill communities. Beyond that point, things are quieting down as we head on into Thursday, and for the rest of the week, still more showers, but less in terms of thunderstorm activity. Just had a shot out here at Port Angeles. Looked like we have just lost it there, but we saw some rain coming down there in Port Angeles. Also been noticing some of that here looking live at our Westport camera, where we have some thunderstorms that are moving right overhead. And then looking here in Seattle, quiet for the time being, but we got that air mass to warm up at least into the 60s. Not as warm as the 70s, so not as much in the atmosphere to really feed off of for some of those storms, but we're still going to notice as we head on into the evening that things will pick up and start to really increase in intensity as we head at about 7 to 8 o'clock later on tonight, closer to Seattle. Here are those temperatures where we do have the warmer air farther south. Foothill communities, again, where we have some of the milder air, which will help to feed some of those storms back up around 70 degrees. Here's a look on radar where we are dealing with some activity to speak of. This way, closer to, it looks like Enumclaw, moving just north of you there. That will be heading north towards Ravensdale. Could even see some of that closer to Maple Valley. Off towards the west, the thunderstorm complex that we have here, that's moving just north of Aberdeen and Ocean Shores and Westport, heading up north along Highway 101. Nothing severe with it, but some heavier downpours and a lot of lightning, as you can see, coming along with that. And then off to the south right here, a line that we're going to be keeping an eye on that continues to lift northward up into more of the higher terrain down this way into southern Washington is where we're seeing a lot more of the thunderstorm activity. Now back to the watch. We have that in effect until 9 p.m. tonight. That includes areas from King County all the way south towards the Oregon state line, where we could see some of those areas of large hail. We're talking about hail maybe larger in 1 inch in diameter in a lot of spots, maybe as high as 2 inches in diameter or higher in a few key locations right here along the foothills. Also, we could see some of those wind gusts in excess of 58 miles per hour. So timing of all of this again starts to really pick up here around Puget Sound about 7 to 8 o'clock tonight. That will be the leading edge and really the majority of the activity that we're going to see as far as severe action is concerned. That will start to head northward just after midnight tonight, and then more showers to come as we head deeper on into the night, with the severe activity really bringing the main threat of large hail with the highest risk, where you can see right here the hashed lines out there across more of the foothill communities. King, more so Pierce County, and down into Thurston County. Highs tomorrow falling back down into the 50s. We'll stay there through Saturday, back in the 60s by Sunday.